Did becoming a father change your outlook and relationship with money?
Yes. Um, in fact, it's funny, when we talk about golf, um, there was a time where I had my goals of what I wanted and things that I needed for myself. And the two big changes that have happened for me is I put my hobbies after my kids now, and I have for a while. So there was a long period where really I didn't get to golf because, you know, we had to pay for other things first. And golf is not a cheap sport. So it just really took a back seat. In fact, a lot of things that I love to do. I love to sail.
Yeah.
There was a time where I've had a sailboat. I don't have one now. I haven't had one for a while because, a boat is a hole in the water you pour money into. And when you got 4 kids, you got to get food on the table and clothes on their backs.
Absolutely.
It's not a top priority. So it's nice now. So that's one thing, just putting some of those things on the back burner for their benefits. The second thing that has changed is I'm much more future-oriented with money. There's an old proverb that says, a wise man stores up money for his children's children. And so I think of that in the back of my head a lot. What am I doing for my grandkids that can provide for them, bless them in one way or another? And, my parents were hardworking people who also had 4 kids, and paying for college was not an option for them, for me. So I had to do that on my own. And I'm grateful for the help that they gave me. But I'd like to do more for my kids because that was a challenge as well. So yeah, it has the things that has changed about the way I look at my money is I tend to put my things behind theirs. I drive an old car, and I'm thinking what kind of car can I get for them next, which could be they take my old car and I get a new car. That's what I really like. But that's one thing that's changed, and just thinking more future. What can I do for them to set them up well?
Absolutely. What's some advice that you would give to like a new father or a new family that's, maybe struggling with this concept of money and how they manage their time? Maybe they're having triplets just like you did. What advice would you give them?
Be aware of assets and liabilities. There are things that you spend money on that make you money, and there are things you spend money on that cost you money. Cars are a liability, not an asset. It doesn't
Absolutely.
make you money. In fact, it goes down in money. So spend as little on a good car as you can. But the thing I would say is, beyond that, have as little debt as possible. And there are ways to get out of that if you've gotten into that. The other piece of advice I would give is